Blessed and Anointed Destined LLC, the original B.A.D Queen of the Round Table. Excited as always to be with you. Getting my schedule back in order here, um, with getting my recordings out and going live. So good morning, good morning. We're in the car. Yes, we are. We are in the car, and too bad for people who don't like to see people having conversation in the car. But this is what we do. So Wednesday Wisdom, what is that all about? Today's Wednesday Wisdom is going to be a lesson. Oh my gosh. It is going to be a lesson, a lesson, a lesson. Let's get some housekeeping done while we wait on people to come and we get that 1.5, 2 minute mark. B.A.D. You can find me at badddanemarie.com. You can find me at badqueenspodcast.com. You can find me on Instagram as Bad Dana. No, Bad DMW, or Bad Queens of the Round Table. You can find me. Basically, if you search Blessed and Anointed Destined or Bad, you're going to be able to find me. Those of you that are watching me on Habs, please subscribe and follow. Share with friends. On YouTube, same thing. And please find me at Bad Books by Dana Williamson on Facebook, as well as Bad Coach Dana. Everybody knows me as such, right? But there are some of you that may not know me as Apostle Dana Williamson with Faith Bureau of Investigations International Ministries. That is the name of my ministry. And I discovered some things in the past 12 and a half hours that gives me the foundation of today's Wednesday Wisdom. If I say anything, if I title this another way, it is basically you have to surrender all. And what does that mean for you? What does that mean for us? What does that mean for people of faith, men and women of God? When you surrender all to God, you are letting go of the things that you think you can handle, that you think you are in control of. You are letting go of things that may not be any good to you, may not be of any benefit to you at all. When you surrender to God, you're surrendering everything to Him that you just know you need to take your hands off of. And so something I learned, because I had to not learn, but something that the Holy Spirit spoke to me about through the night, showed me that there were some things that I'm concerned about that I just didn't surrender to God. And here's what happened. The Lord dropped in my spirit that I needed to step away from social media, step away from having conversations with people, text messages, phone calls, any of that. God said, step away. And I was like, man, but I have this meeting coming up. And, I basically was trying to I was trying to make some suggestions like, Lord, can I just do it this way or do it that way or whatever. What it came down to was 12 hours. 12 hours from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. I needed to sit back and talk to God, focus on God, and that's it. That's what I needed to do. And okay, so I did that. I let my kids know. I let someone who's important to me know that, hey, I need to shut down. And then I let social media know in little bitty terms, I can't talk to y'all. I can't talk to y'all right now. I can't do it. And that, let me tell y'all something. That 12 hours, it didn't take a lot out of me, because I know what it's like to step away and fast, to sit back and just be like, let God speak. I know what that's like. I know, when you need to do that. But when the Lord calls you to do something like that, that means that you got to hear so good. You got to shut up and listen. You got to tell Him what He already knows. You have to do that so well. Y'all not listening to me, okay? When God tells you to shut up, sit down, we finna have a one-on-one, you better lay it out on the line and stop playing like, whew, I didn't want to talk like that. I wanted to be professional, y'all. That ain't gonna happen. I sat down and I started talking to God at like 7:15, and I was like, this is what's going on, and this is how I'm feeling right now, and this is, I know what kind of place I'm in, right? And so after that 12 hours, and because God and I talked and talked, and I prayed, I listened, I read scriptures. He dropped scriptures in my spirit. He did all of that. Okay. Hey, viewer, thank you all so much for joining. Please, if you find anything that resonates with you, share it with others. Please follow and subscribe. Do all of that, please. So this morning, as I'm getting up, I'm up and I'm ready, but I'm still not talking to people. Okay, I'm not on social media. I'm not doing any of those things. God is dropping in my spirit what He wants me to say for the good morning message, what He wants me to say for a general message. God is doing all of that with me, right? Y'all gonna have to walk with me because I got something I need to handle real quick. So y'all gonna have to walk with me. Um, so God did all of that, but this morning, what He also did, bear with me, because we moving. What He also did was He dropped something in my spirit that I hadn't expected, and that was the understanding of the conversation between me and Him. I'm listening to my worship music. I'm getting ready, and I'm saying, y'all bear with me. Bear with me. Um, he dropped in my spirit, I'm your friend. He dropped in my spirit, I'm your everything. He dropped in my spirit, this is us. Okay? He dropped this in my spirit. 2 seconds. That's all I needed. That's all I need. I'm saying to him, what does that mean? And then he said, we have a, he said, I need you to pray. Let me tell y'all something. When I sat there in my bathroom and I said, but I was praying. I thought I was talking to you. I thought that was prayer. The Lord said, no, baby. Hear me, y'all. Hear me. Hey, viewer, thanks so much for joining. Let me tell y'all something. Let me sidebar this real quick. Because I know people judge others when they do too much and they're on camera and blah, 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 blah. Entrepreneurs, we do stuff. We do more than just sit in front of a camera. We do more than just create content. We do more. And then faith-based entrepreneurs definitely do more than is expected of them. Okay, so I just want to say that because those of you that are out there afraid to do what you need to do to let people know about you, get out there and do it. Period. So when the Lord said, I need you to pray, He dropped a person in my spirit. And I was like, but we've been talking about this. We've been talking, Lord. What do you mean I need to pray? I'm and then when there wasn't an answer, come on, y'all hear me say this. When there wasn't an answer about what to pray or how to pray, it was like, girl, it was like a light bulb right in my head. Like, girl, what is wrong with you? Yeah, I'm a woman, I know, but I was like, girl, what is wrong with you? The Lord said pray and gave you somebody significantly to pray for. You've been asking questions. You've been asking for insight. You've been asking for clarity. You've been asking God what you should do about this place, this person, that person. You've been asking, but hear me, and this is the Holy Spirit now saying, why are you asking about what to pray for or how to pray for somebody else. You already know. This is why I titled this Surrender, because you have to, in order to know what to do and get instructions, you have to surrender. I sat back and I thought to myself, I know I need to surrender all. I know I need to let go. I know I do. But when the Lord said to pray for this person, I knew I had surrendered more than what I had expected when I sat down at 7 o'clock last night. I'm saying this to all of you because I'm giving y'all clarity on being a faithpreneur, a badpreneur, a blessed, anointed, destinedpreneur, a person of God, a person of integrity, a person of high moral standards, a person who plays no games. Y'all understand what I'm saying to you. If you catch nothing else from this Wednesday wisdom, understand that when you let go of what you think you can handle, God is going to show up for you and tell you exactly what to do. So I sat there. Hear me, y'all. Hear me. I sat there for 12 hours and I talked to Jesus, and I sat and I listened and I spoke and I prayed and I asked questions and I repented and I asked for forgiveness. I did all of those things for 12 hours. But when that was done, and I actually not even done, but almost done, he said, I need you to pray now. You have talked to me. I'm your friend. I'm your everything. I am your listener. I'm your confidant. I am your teacher. I'm your instructor. I am your Lord. Now I need you to pray. And this is who I need you to pray for. When you surrender all, God will give you the instructions. I said something this morning where I told the people that you unless you surrender all, you can't get what God has for you. You can't get all of what God has for you. He's just not going to give that to you because it comes down to obedience. In my spirit, I knew I had to let some things go. In my spirit, I knew I had to, get my hands off of things that had nothing to do. It has everything to do with my life, but nothing to do with me having control over it. We know that God will give us the desires of our heart, but we also have to know that those desires of our heart come from being obedient. Even if we have to learn a lesson through those desires, even if we have to get hurt sometimes through those desires, understand that when you decide to surrender all, you are giving God complete control, which you should have been giving him anyway. I know people say, one second here. That's not good. Sorry. I know, sorry about that. I know people say all the time that Jesus take the wheel. You need to stop saying Jesus take the wheel, because if you hadn't put your hands on the wheel, if you hadn't put yourself in the driver's seat, you wouldn't ever have to say to Jesus take the wheel, because he would already have the wheel. You follow what I'm saying? He would already have the will. He would already be in a place of doing what is needed, because you already know that you gave God his control. You didn't take nothing from God at all. You didn't. You didn't do that. So you wouldn't have to tell Jesus to take the wheel. He don't have to take the wheel. He already got it. You understand what I'm saying? When you look at life, health, strength, understanding, you have to look at it as, okay, I know God is in control. I know God's got this. I tell people all the time, God's got it. So why you tripping? Because they didn't let go. They were in control. They were the ones doing what they thought was necessary. They were. We are a people. We are a royal priesthood. And knowing that we are a royal priesthood, we know that there is someone above us. That's God. We need to stop playing games with what we know and surrender all to the Lord. so that we can get instructions on what to do next. Now, I laid all kinds of questions, concerns, and problems at the Lord's feet in my 12 hours. But when he told me to pray for somebody else, y'all go back and read Job. Read that last part of Job, okay? When the Lord told him to pray, and Job prayed, hear me, Job prayed for his friends. God did what? God blessed him. Y'all quit tripping. This is what we need to do. Set aside, surrender all, and know where you are in your business, in your ministry, and in your life. Share this with others. Someone else needs it besides you and I. God bless.